I recently created a video examining the technical specifications for the SuperBox S7 Ultra, one of the flagship streaming devices in the SuperBox range. For this video, I'll walk through the user interface, explaining more of the functions in depth, and explain why the SuperBox range is one of the most popular streaming alternatives. Main homepage is divided into sections. The Live TV folder is where you can add any live TV streaming apps into a single location. In my example, I just have the Blue TV and Playback apps. The VOD and Playback folders do the same function as Live TV folder, however there's nothing to stop you from adding any app you've installed to each folder. The browser is a quick shortcut to Chrome browser that has exactly the same function as a browser on your phone or computer. The apps shortcut takes you to all the installed and default apps. The first main app is the third-party app store. Here is where you'll install the Blue TV, Blue VOD and Blue Playback apps. Other useful apps include the Miracast receiver. You can use this app to screen share and stream from your other compatible devices to the SuperBox. At the bottom of the screen are where you can configure the most used apps to appear as their own individual shortcuts. Adding them simply requires navigating to the plus sign and then choosing apps you want to add. Finally, there's an uneditable banner featuring curated ads from SuperBox. They serve no functionality other than to promote whatever SuperBox thinks you will find useful. Under the Settings button, you'll find the main Android TV OS settings for Android 12. These are the same for any device using Android 12. The folder icon takes you to the main bespoke SuperBox system navigation. It's here where you can make changes directly to your device configuration and also upload content directly to the device itself. Under Device, you can access local memory or configure the SuperBox to access content from other network connected devices. USB sticks connected to the SuperBox will also appear here. To move files from one device to the other requires using the system cut and paste process using the remote. Files moved can be stored in relevant folders and found under Video, Pictures, Music and Files here, or via the Android OS from the main SuperBox home screen. Back on the main navigation, you'll find a system cleaner that you can use to free up storage from junk files. And also a quick link to fast.com to measure your internet speed for help troubleshooting. You can also use the uninstall feature to remove installed apps. The microphone icon is the shortcut to set up the voice control using the remote. There's a shortcut to enable you to program the SuperBox remote so you can directly launch any installed apps by pressing 1 through 0 numbers. The final option is the shortcut to SuperBox support, where you can scan the QR codes for different ways to get help with any aspect of the SuperBox device. The Blue TV app is the app that most users will be interested in for live streaming TV. It's like having an old school cable TV box. There are over 2,000 channels covering major networks, regional local networks, sports networks, paid events, different sports organised by soccer, American football, basketball and others. The search function enables you to quickly find specific channels you're interested in, if available. You can bookmark a channel into your favourites collection, which is enormously helpful for quickly getting to the content that you want. All you have to do is keep the OK button pressed for a couple of seconds and it will add the heart icon. You can then find your bookmarked channels in the favourite folder in the main navigation. The time shift feature is specifically available for a much smaller subset of channels. At the time of publication, it was about 122 out of the 2,000 plus live channels. Using time shift simply involves pressing the back button on the remote to rewind up to 7 days in the past from your current time. Unfortunately, there's no way to skip entire days, so it's a case of keeping the rewind button pressed and then intermittently letting go to see which day and time you've reached. Understandably, it takes a few seconds for the SuperBox to catch up by accessing the stream data from unspecified remote servers. During playback, there are a number of controls you can access using the remote. Pressing the OK button brings up a shortcut to the channel list. Here you can navigate to any other channel available, just like the main user interface, but without having to exit the current channel. The up and down buttons enable you to flip between the adjacent channels. The forward and backward skip buttons on the remote enable you to skip between the 10 most recently visited channels. Pressing right on the remote launches a shortcut to search for channels. For advanced users, there are some extra settings you can access by pressing the special menu button on the remote. Here you can activate some overlays, which include adding the date and time and connectivity status over the top of your playback feed. You can also activate an overlay showing your current data usage via your internet connection. There are some aspect ratio options which can force the display to match your preferred resolution. However, in testing I found the feed would stay untouched. There are also some decode settings which, in theory, could change what process the SuperBox uses to process the feeds. The remaining useful functions are parental controls to enable you to lock any content behind a pin deemed inappropriate for younger members of your household. Finally, there is a guide for using the remote should you require the information. The main blue VOD app user interface is more like a traditional streaming app. Across the top you'll find recommended content presented as big thumbnails. As far as I can tell, these are randomly curated and not based on your watch history. You'll find quick access to your recent viewing history, making it easy to return to any content that you were looking for. The Favorite section is a valuable feature, enabling users to save movies and TV shows for easy retrieval later. With the vast amount of content available, this is an excellent tool to ensure you don't miss anything you intend to watch. The final function is Search, to enable you to find any movies or shows by name instead of having to browse hundreds of options. The newest section is the curated list of shows that have recently been released across all available VOD sources. However, it's a random selection rather than based on your preferences from the viewing history. The movies and TV series sections feature some random options again, and a button for accessing the main search functions. The settings section is the final area of the application. Here, users can manage their preferences, including setting decode options, accessing customer support, and checking for any app updates. Additionally, for users on slower or congested networks, there's an option to throttle the internet access to manage bandwidth usage across devices. For both the main movie and TV series search interface, the default setting is to present every available option from the 12 available VOD sources, across every genre, country and year. To narrow your search, you can use a combination of the filters. On the left hand side, you can start by selecting the VOD source. It will limit the options based on that source. On the top, you can select genre, country of origin for the VOD content, and the year independently. For example, if you're only interested in comedy content from UK sources from 2020, you can select those filters and the remaining content displayed will match those preferences. The content is not comprehensive, which means that the structure used for organisation can be misleading. Specifically, the latest season of a TV show might not be found under its current release year. This is because the platform uses the year of the show's first season that was initially added to the streaming service for sorting. The extra filter you can add for TV shows is the season selector. The blue Playback app is the more organised way to revisit previous live TV based on schedules by content sources. For example, if you have a particular sport you're interested in, you can select it from the available channels and navigate to a specific day and time over the last 7 days. It's like having a more limited but better organised version of Time Shift in the blue TV app, but a little more like using a VOD app. However, the content isn't exhaustive and some channels have zero content. Thank you for watching, and as always, it would be great if you were to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more content on personal technology and the connected home.